And hello fellow tanker, Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks, and as promised, we are back in a Conqueror. And this time it's a guest replay. We have a replay from Bob the Builder. Yes, Bob the Builder. And I was actually in a couple of games with Bob, and in both cases he put up over 6k damage. And I was really surprised. And so after the second game, after this game, I sent him text and I said, can I record one of your videos? Can I post it on YouTube? He was okay with that. And then we started chatting, and it turns out that the only 2 games I was in with him, he got ace tankers. So we're not gonna show the first game because the first game was on Lakeville. So he utilized his gun depression. He was top tier in that game as well. Utilized his gun depression to take all the opposition out. But we're gonna show the better game, which is this one. And this game is on Airfield. So he came to a prominent position here at E6. This is a good brawling position, especially if you're a heavy tank and you are a top tier. This is probably the best location for you because it gives you some protection from artillery. Well, not where he is right now per se, but behind that rock on the left you can actually hide, and it gives you nice protection from arty. And you can poke out from both sides, from this side and from the other side. Now on this side where he's fighting, the position is really good as long as no one is paying attention to you from the middle of the map, meaning somewhere in G6 area. Now there is a heavy tank there right now, the opposition heavy tank, but he is busy with the medium tank that's there at what is it, G5. That's why probably the heavy tank is not shooting at Bob. But normally when the opposition is there, you would get shot in the side when you're over here. Anyway, so because Bob is a top tier, he's pushing hard in here, and that's the way to play Conqueror. I mean, it's an OP tank. You want to get the most out of it, so you should be pushing it hard, especially when you're top tier. He's using nicely the wreck of the dead Conqueror on his left to protect him. He juiced that M46. Now he rams this, what is that? Hard case. Now he's gonna ram the other guy, and that guy is at the end of his life anyway, so he takes him out easily there. And he's gonna try to take out the hard case right here. So he's doing a really good job pushing together with a team and basically taking advantage of the situation, right? Because there are so many guns here. He's in the middle of the action, basically juicing all of these guys. And look at this, 11 penetrating hits already. So when you're top tier, you have to be aggressive, guys. In order to get your damage, you have to be aggressive, and you have to get in there and cause havoc, right? Now he pokes out here, but he runs into a couple of tier 9s, and both of them pretty dangerous. The T95 and the Polish 50 TP, both very big alpha guns. But fortunately for him, the T95 is not paying attention to him. He's paying attention to another tank, the other Conqueror. So basically Bob is getting freebies over here, which is absolutely fantastic. He just needs to make sure he pens his shots. And T95 is in dead water. He's tracked. He can't do anything. Now this T95 is going to serve as a nice protection against this 50 TP. So again, Bob is just poking out. And you know, big games like this are usually quite dependent on what team does or what the opposition team does. And as you can see, for the most part, the opposition team is not really paying attention to him. They're paying attention to his friendlies, and that's where he can basically go unnoticed and just juice the opposition. Also, he's working in the middle of the map, and being a top tier heavy in the middle of the map, that's the best position because everywhere you turn you have shots left, you have shots right. So he has a decision to make here. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna push to the opposition side of the field, or am I gonna come back and defend the base against the guys that are pushing at H3 or J3 right now? So he decided to draw back and defend the base, and I think that's a smart move because once you get into opposition side, there are base campers sometimes. You don't know if you're in a line of fire or not, so this is probably a good move for him. So he's gonna come up over the ridge here, utilize his gun depression, and there are a couple of tier 8s over here, so he's gonna basically farm them as much as he can. And on the right hand side, you can see me there. I'm in a Carnarvon right there. I'm in Zippy Mammoth Carnarvon. So I just showed up to the action. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of damage in this game because I don't know, I went back to defend the base and I chose the wrong route. I didn't run into too many vehicles, and by the time I got to some of the kills, it was because of Bob. She already managed to juice them, so I just got the scraps. Anyway, Bob is playing it smart. Look at that. He's going against that rock here. He's playing it already safe, which is great. Keep that in mind. You gotta play Artie safe. You never know when Artie is looking at you, especially if you're a top tier. Artie will be looking at you. So he's gonna push forward here. He's gonna try to take out this heavy tank, Nomad. Unfortunately, Nomad gets taken out before he can take him out. So he's gonna push this Liberty, and take a look at that. He's almost full health. So Bob's gonna juice him here for sure. He gets a little bit lucky here. He gets tracked and avoids a huge shell right here. I think that shell was from tier 9 Wheezy. So if he got hit over there, he would have gotten taken out of the game. Still, even if he would have gotten taken out of the game at that point, he would have had a pretty fantastic game. But he continues pushing forward. Only 2 tanks remaining. One is the Wheezy, tier 9 Wheezy. The other one is the artillery. So let's see if he can get to those kills. Wheezy is still at full health, almost 1312 health. So if he can get a couple shells into him, it will make this game even better than it already is. Like, he's already at 21 penetrating hits. He's got 4 kills in this game. Quite fantastic game. Let's see if he can get to that Wheezy. Wheezy gets double tapped and unfortunately gets shot by Artie. So no, he doesn't get anything out of it. Too bad, because that game would have been even more ridiculous than it is. So he's gonna push forward to try to take out the Artie. Can he get the last kill of the game? There is the Artie, slightly poking out. Yes, he gets the last kill of the game, so he gets 5 kills. Too bad. If he got that Wheezy, he could have had Top Gun in this game as well. Anyway, spectacular game, absolutely spectacular. And sometimes, you know, you just have to be lucky to get into those games. Of course, some of it is skill to get yourself in the right positions, use your tank to your advantage, but the rest is luck. Anyway, let's take a look at the post-game stats now. So Bob managed to put up 7.1k damage with 962 assisted damage, which brings the total to about 8,000 combined damage with 1270 block. He got a Mastery Ace tanker in this game, as well as high caliber metal. Fantastic damage. But again, Conqueror is a beautiful machine. It's quite OP for its tier. It's not often that you get results like this, but it is quite possible to get numbers like that, if not higher. So he finished first on the team with 2134 base XP, fantastic base XP. But again, being top tier and being able to club lower tiers, you gotta take advantage of the situation. He fired 27 shots, had 24 direct hits and 19 penetrations. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks to Bob for allowing me to post his replay here on my channel. Go check out CloneGuy72 and Garadingy. Links to their channels will be in the description section below. That's it for today. Until next time, happy tanking, Space Bandit, checking out.